These summer patterns for Know Me just dropped, and I wanted to immediately do a video so I could share them with you and see what your thoughts are. But first, hi, I'm Tiffany of Tip Stitch, and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we discuss all things sewing and DIY. Like I said, we're going to get straight into the summer patterns brought to us by some of our favorite Know Me designers that we all know and love. So without further ado, let's just jump right in. First up, we have Miss Eronica B. Cole, also known on the gram as Needle and the Bell. And these are a super cute set of overalls. I am going to look at the pattern drawings first just because she used a busy print and I want to make sure that we see the super cute details here, okay? So this is a traditional sort of overhaul with the bib front, crisscross back. It has a side zipper instead of like some overalls, more traditional overalls, I guess, have buttons. But the thing here that makes it super cute to me is the ruffle around the bib. That's just absolutely adorable. I have quite a few overall patterns and I've only made, I think, one, maybe two pairs of overalls in the last 10 years, but I'm probably going to be going ahead and getting this pattern as well. Now, the other thing that really sets this over the top is view B, which is a fanny pack, more like a belt bag. It has more like the belt bag shape than a traditional fanny pack. And I think that's super cute and actually pairs really nicely with a set of overalls. So now that we've discussed that, let's go ahead and take a look at the pattern itself on the lovely Miss Eronica here. So you can see she does like a bright floral for the overalls themselves, and then like this black and white mud cloth looking fabric for the fanny pack, which I think actually works really well together as a contrast. Of course, under overalls, you could wear whatever you like. She has it here sort of like a crop bralette. You could wear it over a tank top, a t-shirt, a long sleeve shirt. Like this could transition seasons, but if you wear it with something like a tank top, it definitely works perfect for summer. So I think that this is a really cute pattern, and you have more inclusive sizes here, of course, because this is brought to us by Erotica. So we have a 10 to a 18, and then a 20 to a 28, and then lastly a 30 to a 38 women. So I think that this is a good size range to be available here. And of course, you can make this basically in any light to medium weight woven. So you're talking chambray, cottons, denims, twills, linens. They even say stretch wovens, like maybe a stretch sateen. Something like that I think would be really cute for this. So I will definitely be looking to grab this pattern. And as you can see right now on this video, simplicity.com has the Know Me patterns on sale for $4.99. So this would be a great time to buy it right now when they've just dropped. Next up, we have Duana Chandler with Know Me 2084, and this is a super cute pattern. It's giving me sort of like a polo tennis dress vibe, and that seems to be really popular this spring and summer. In the last drop, the Stitch Fits had a tennis dress with built-in shorts too, so definitely this whole tennis pickleball theme is very in for these warmer months. I think this is really cute. You have two views here that primarily give you two different lengths, more of a midi length and then more of a short length. You can also see here that she used a contrast for the bands and the collar here. So there are two different looks. The only thing that I don't quite get about this pattern, and let's look at the line drawing so that you can see it, is why there's an open back. I get that open back is very on trend right now and it's hot. So like it's nice to have a little ventilation, but I actually would have preferred this with the closed back, but those patterns probably already exist. So this is a cute twist on that. I just think I would modify this to close in the back. Like I like the yoke. I like the back yoke, and I like how it's a contrast on B, but I would just want these side pieces with the tie to actually come all the way around and meet in the middle. And that would mean that I could take out the elastic in the skirt as well. But that's just being really nitpicky. This is super cute. I think I just have too many back cutout patterns right now that I can't really see needing another one. And this one is from a 8 to a 16 and then an 18 to a 26. So this goes up to a 48-inch bust, 50-inch hip. I do think that could be a little bit more size inclusive, but it is better than some of the other options. So this is a really cute, fun polo knit pull-on dress, perfect for summer. I love it in this floral, but the green really pops too. Definitely think this is another one I'll be grabbing. 2085 is by Alicia Grace, and this is a cute pattern with a unique feature. I'm going to look at the line drawing first so you can see it. It has that halter look, that cutaway halter bodice, but you can see here on the front, it's this asymmetrical off-centered wrap around the neck, which is just different. I've never seen anything like this before in a commercial pattern or an indie pattern for that matter. But I think this is really cute and I like it. Let's take a look at the photos. You have two links here with version A being like an above the knee and then, or like a skater length. And then view B is more like a T length. She does it in this really bright floral for the shorter version. And then for the longer version in a very classic black. I could see this for something a tad bit more formal. Maybe not black, but a different color would be great for like a wedding. I could see it in white for an all white party. I could even see it with like maybe in a red with a pink banding for the neck detail, like something to give it a little color blocking and contrast. I like the cut on the back, how it cuts away in that halter sort of style. So I think that this is a really cute dress with the fit and flare skirt. I don't know that I need this. And I have a feeling that sewing that neckband is somehow going to be tricky. But nonetheless, I like the look of this pattern. I just think it's super cute. And for here, we again have an 8 to 16 and then an 18 to a 26. And this is going to be, again, sort of like any lightweight woven kind of fabric. So it says cotton blends, linen blends, piqué, sateen, satin taffeta. I could also see like a crepe or something like that. So I think this is a really cute dress that would be very versatile and you could play with it in a lot of different ways. Norris is bringing us a football jersey, essentially, right? Doesn't this look like a jersey to you? They describe it as a oversized crop jersey with a rib knit trim, and that is Nomi 2086. It has the drop shoulders, the front yoke, the back yoke, everything you sort of think about when you think of a football jersey. If you have a Cricut and you could make some numbers, you could iron those right on, and like this could literally be a practice jersey for your child. I have kids that play soccer, so that's where my mind went. But it also could just allow you to make your own sort of custom jersey, maybe do jerseys for the family, depending on, you know, the size of everybody in your family. But I think that this is neat and a different pattern than I've seen for men in a while. Let's look at the line drawings really quickly. And you can just see here that he has it both with a contrast color or all in one color, which we could see in what he was modeling with the all red and then the red and blue. I just think that this is a good different pattern for guys. They use, or well, Norris uses here like a mesh, but it calls for a cotton, chambray, double knit, sweatshirt fleece, terry knit. I really think that you can make this out of almost anything. It just depends on what you want it to look like. And this is coming in men's sizes 34 to 52, but obviously this could be for anybody. Just use your finished measurements as like a guide for this. And I think this is a different new take on something for the summer because the men often have so few options. So I really applaud Norris for bringing this to the masses. So here we have a second pattern from Norris in 2087. And I have to admit, I'm a little disappointed that these patterns don't come in the same envelope. I guess probably mostly because he has on the jersey in this picture, which makes me think that the jersey should be included in this pattern. But anyway, let's take a look at the line drawings here. You have two views of wide leg jeans. They're going to have a traditional fly front with a button waistband, as well as these squared off front pockets and even a coin pocket for one side. And then both views are going to have patch back pockets. But view A is going to take this more in a cargo direction by adding front patch pockets and side cargo pockets as well. I'm assuming these are going to run a little long because they're showing you that there's some bunching around the bottom of the hem here. And I'm assuming that's just the aesthetic that we are going for. So if we look at it on Norris, you definitely see how it's doing the flooding at the bottom of the pants. Me personally, that would aggravate me because I wouldn't want my pants that long. I would be concerned about like wearing off the hem. But I mean, this is how my daughter is wearing pants now. So maybe this is on trend for the young people. I definitely like the cargo pocket on the side The patch pockets on the back sit a little low for me, but again, I think that this is just the aesthetic that we're going for. And this goes from a men's 34 to a 52. So I think that's the typical size range on the men's patterns in the Big Five line. So this is definitely a nice jeans pattern for the men to add to their collection, or women, of course, because you know, whoever can make whatever. But I'm a little concerned about the length, and I wish that we would have went ahead and put this jeans pattern in with 2086 with the jersey pattern. I love that the men are getting a few patterns in this drop. So this one is going to be Nomi 2088, and this is by Scorpio or Sins of Many. And I really like this. I don't get vests, we already know that, but for men somehow they make more sense. I think because they have less options. So I like how he paired a like sweater vest here with a easy pant. Like this is a quick summer look for a guy where they can look pulled together but also still be really comfortable in the heat. So I like the vest here as well as the pants that have this side the side flat pocket, which I think is a unique detail here. And I like the colors that he used because I'm a really big fan of like the chartreuse or avocado greens, as well as, I mean, a traditional khaki pant, you could never go wrong. So let's take a look at the line drawings before we go back up and look at the sizing and materials. So here, just again, very simple vest. Like I'm thinking sweater knits or just any kind of knit really. You can do ribbing for the band as they have it here in contrast. And then you have a drawstring so you can cinch that however you like. And then the pants actually have an elastic waist, but is that a faux fly or a real fly? We need to look at the details. And then there's a slant pocket with a flap button closure detail, which is interesting. And there's a tapered leg shape that's created by the darts from the waist and the dart from the ankle bands up. So it creates a little bit of a, like a jogger shape for the pants here. And it does say that this is ankle length pants with elastic waist with button and fly closure. So yeah, it's an elastic waist, but a true fly and button here. So that is going to be comfortable, number one, right? So for the sizing here, I think we're going to have the same. Oh, you're going to have from a 38 to a 56 here. So a good size range. I really like these two items. So they're going to say for the vest that you can do cotton blends, lightweight denim, linen, ponte, stretch wovens. Again, I would think really more sweater knits. I would probably want the vest in a knit myself, but that's just me. And then the contrast, of course, could be for view B, you could do something like a terry knit or a khaki, a twill, something like that as well. So I like both of these pieces, and I am sure some guys are going to be quick to sew this up. I have really never thought about having a crop trench, but I like what Brittany did here. So Brittany J. Jones is bringing us 2089, and this is a cropped style trench coat, basically like a jacket, but trench style. So if we look at the line items here, the line drawings here, you can see they have the belted cuffs at the wrist. You have the traditional epaulets, I think they're called, at the shoulder with the button. You have a notched lapel. View B gives you the option of the classic sort of trench flap. I don't know what that's actually called. And then in the back, it looks like you have the double layered with the yoke or a flap in the back as well, and several belt loops so you can really cinch in your waist to accentuate that. And we can take a look at both views on Brittany here. View A has the detail, View A has the detail without the flap, but with the belted cuffs. And she has it here in what looks like a traditional sort of khaki. And then in the denim view here, she has the added patch, which you can see sort of pops with that wooden button, and then no bands on the sleeves here. So this is definitely sort of a different take on a trench, and I think that it is actually really cute. I love that it has the flap detail in the back as well as the option in the front, and I love the cuffed bands. So this is available in a 10 to I think maybe a 10 to an 18 and then an 18 to a 26. I'm not exactly sure how that's broken up, but it calls for either a broadcloth, any kind of cotton blend, denim, obviously, gabardine. I would probably pick one with a little bit of stretch. Linen blends, micro suede, like they said here, see, stretch wovens, twills, wool blends, although I cannot imagine that in the summer. So basically any medium to heavyweight woven or potentially stretch woven would look really good in this trench cropped style. The Stitch Fits has been hitting it out the park for me. These are super cute summer basics, and I really liked the two pieces she dropped in the spring release as well. But let's talk about this one, 2090. So this is just pretty much a simple tops and shorts, but I want to start with the line drawing so you can see these details. First up, the top is just a simple sort of camisole. It gives you a tank look in the front, but has the strappy camisole straps in the back. I would probably go through the trouble of making these adjustable just because I always prefer an adjustable strap, but you definitely don't have to. We'll look at the description to see if this has a built-in bra or not, because it would be really nice if it did. Anyway, for the shorts, I really think these are cute. I like the double layered of pockets here. Can you see that detail? Sort of like a pocket inset on a pocket. And then it has the chevron sort of yoke in the front and the back. I don't know that I really feel like it's necessary in the front, but it does add a unique detail. And I'm sure this is going to involve a lot of top stitching that can make all of that really pop. And then the back, you're going to have patch pockets, which is just great because you can never have enough pockets. This has a traditional fly front for the shorts. And this does say that the tank top comes with a shelf bra, and it has that wide neckline with the straps in the back. So I think that's really cute. Let's take a look at them on her. And you can see here, it gives you that wide sort of, I think it's called a banto top neckline here. And then I like this front flap with the snaps for the pockets. It just adds a little extra detail. I could see this maybe in a denim with contrast stitching would be really cute as well. So yeah, I like the wide hem on the bottom. There's just a lot of little things that make these shorts more interesting than a really basic pair of shorts. And this comes from a 6 to a 24. So not going all the way into the women's sizes or the 30s, but it is covering a good amount of size range here. Of course, for the top, you're basically going to need just any type of knit that fits the stretch allowance on the envelope. They list bamboo, ITY, jersey, rayon, rib. I can see rib for sure. Spandex, just basically anything that matches with the stretch gauge. And then for the shorts, again, any light to medium, maybe medium weight woven. So chambray, chinos, twills, cotton blends, denims, linens, stretch wovens, all of those would work great for these shorts. And I just think these are cute two pieces. The tank top you could just make in every color and have it ready to go. And then I could see the shorts and maybe a khaki and a denim, maybe even a print or a black and a white. Like this would give you a good basic rotation for your summer wardrobe. Lydia Naomi has Know Me 2091, and this is a very cute dress. Y'all know I love dresses, especially for the summertime. Let's look at the line drawings to start. And view A and view B are very similar in this dress, except for the fact that you have more like a sleeve band for view B and a flutter sleeve for view A. So the front end of this dress sort of has like a yoke in the front, which I think traditionally are used to seeing in the back. And then you have like princess seams below the bust with godets put in at each seam for extra like fun, flirt and flair, like an extra twirl factor there. And then you can see on the back view that it does have a center back zipper that goes to like a tie closure at the top. So I'm not sure why this wouldn't zip all the way up, but either way, it's a cute look. And let's take a look at it on her. She seems to have done both versions in the same fabric, but maybe that makes it a little bit easier to see the differences. Here, you can't really see the princess seams or the horizontal seam, nor the godets, but you can see the fullness that the godets give the bottom of the skirt. And then you're going to have the flutter sleeves up top. I think I actually prefer the hem band, like the shorter cap sleeves. I just really think that they're cute. And again, you're going to have that same fullness in the skirt. Both of these are going to be the same length. The view B with the cap sleeves is just giving me a little bit more sport, a little bit more cheerleader kind of vibes, I guess I would say, than view A gives me more of like a wedding attire kind of dress. So let's take a look here. We have from a size 8 to a size 26, and it recommends cotton blends, crepe, linen blends, satin, or silky types of fabrics. If I'm being really honest, I could see using like a piqué, a lightweight summer ponte, or maybe even a double brush poly, but that might be a little bit too light. Again, I like most of my pieces to have a little bit of stretch in them. So I could also see like a stretch crepe, because that is going to have the drape in the body, but you could have a little bit more ease in it. But I think that any of these would be cute. I think you could do it in solids. I think you could color block. You could really make the Godet stand out if you wanted to. And it would give like a cheerleader kind of look if you did it in some contrast and color blocking. All in all, I think this is cute. I don't know that I need any more dresses. I always say that, but I may be grabbing this one. Lynn Brandley knows how to have fun, and this pant set is really fun here. You're going to have a top with a little bit of a peplum detail, as well as some lace trim, and then some slightly flared pants. So let's take a look at it first on Lynn. You can see the peplum detail here with some top stitching accents to the bodice, as well as the lace trim on the sleeves and the bottom of the peplum. And then for the pants, you're just going to have like slightly like semi-fitted pants that go out into the teeniest of flares at the bottom. And actually, let's take a look at the line drawing before we look at the fabric there. So yeah, this is using an eyelet fabric with lace trim, but you can see here a little bit more of the details with the deep V and the side zip on the pants. So you could do a lot with this pattern. Let's look at the fabrics, and the sizing here is going to go from an 8 to a 16, and then an 18 to a 26. And this is going to have over top of lace or some type of novelty lace. So like an eyelet, or maybe, I don't know, maybe a sheer fabric, something like a mesh. And then you're going to have the lining to be either a cotton or a polyester, depending on what your top fabric is going to be. And this could be really interesting. You could definitely color block this. You could have a lot of fun with this two-piece set. Kichi B Style is bringing us a two-piece skirt set. So let's take a look at this on her first. Actually, you can see that the top has this off the shoulder detail, which is fun with these big voluminous sleeves and like a lot of ease in the body. So super cute. And then she pairs it with a drop waist skirt that has the Godets, which those must be very in this season, here for the skirt, which again gives it that extra sort of poof. So let's look at this on a couple of more pictures. I like how she paired the tie-dye with the khaki, gives you something a little unexpected with the expected, especially with the pop of the red shoe that she does here. So this is definitely a look. I don't know that I would do the skirt. I love the bottom of the skirt, but I'm just not a huge fan of drop waist skirts on myself, but I do really like the top, and I could see having a lot of fun with it. Off the shoulder is always so cute for the summer. You can also see on the line drawings here that there are these zippered pockets on the front side seam here on the skirt. So let's take a look at the sizing and the fabric. We can see that this is available in a 10 to an 18, and then a 20 women's to a 28 women's. For the top, you're probably going to want something with a little bit more drape, like a gorget, or I could see a challis, I could see a chambray. They don't list those, but I could see it. Or if you wanted something with a little bit more volume, you could do something that's a cotton blend, maybe a linen, a poplin, or a shirting. That one's going to have a little bit more structure. And then for view B, they call for denim, linen blends, stretch wovens, twills, medium weight cottons. All of that could work for the skirt. The stiffer the fabric, the more poof you'll have here in the Godets. But yeah, this is super cute. When I saw Nikki, our beauty du jour, teasing this on her Instagram channel, I thought, oh, this is super cute. The girls are going to love this. Now, if you know Nikki, our beauty du jour, you know that she loves a nice fitted dress, and this is definitely that. Let's take a look at both views here. This one she has in a denim. You can see that the bodice has like corseted cups with a little extra accent of these curves at the top. And then the skirt is going to be a 6-panel skirt that has a side slit, so super cute. And then you can see here with the contrast cups and straps, it adds just a little bit more drama to it. So let's look at the line drawings, and you can see that these are both sort of like a midi length, and you just have the option of doing it all in one or doing the contrast bodice part. You do have adjustable spaghetti straps and a back center zip, of course. Now, what I think is really cute about this is, even though she didn't do it in the denim version, you definitely could have played around with some contrast top stitching along the cups and even the princess seams that would really make all of that pop out, although it would also require a little bit more work. But I do think that it is cute, and I like that they included the option for the color blocking as well. If you want to do that, you don't have to figure out the measurements. Now, this goes from an 8 to a 16 and then an 18 to a 26. And I think that that's decent. It's better than a previous, that trench coat that I'm still mad about, that only went to like an 18 or something, child. But anyway, so better size range on this. And it calls for cotton blends, crepes, gabardines, denims, linen blends, neoprene, ooh, surprising, satin, or twill. Now again, I prefer something with some stretch, so I would be looking for a stretch crepe. I have a good stretch gabardine. I could see a stretch denim. I think all of those, a stretch sateen, I think would also work really well. This is something that could be dressed up or dressed down. As you see it here, Nikki has it on in the denim, which gives you a little bit more of a casual vibe. But if you did it in like a floral sateen or a stretch crepe, it would maybe give you more of a evening or at least semi-formal kind of look. So I think this is super cute, and I think this one is going to be really popular. Well, that's all for the Know Me patterns for this summer's drop. As we know, these aren't usually huge drops because these are brought to us by designers that we know and love from our community. And I have to say that the designers really knocked it out of the park for summer. I want so many of these patterns. I'm trying to do better about buying all the patterns. But this time I may have to, guys. I didn't like a lot in the simplicity and the new look drop and the butterick, so maybe I'm just mainly gonna have these Know Me patterns. But let me know which ones you are going to grab in the comments, and let me know if you agree on my assessment for each pattern. We will chat about it more in the comments. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe this video with your sewing friends that may enjoy it. And if you'd like to leave a super thanks, that'd be great. Any money I get from the channel, I put right back into making new videos. And until next time, happy sewing!